On a rural road, a state trooper pulled this farmer over and said, "Sir, do you realize your wife fell out of the car several miles back?" To which the farmer replied, "Thank God, I thought I had gone deaf." A bus load of politicians were driving down a country road one afternoon, when all of a sudden the bus ran off the road and crashed into a tree in an old farmer's field. Seeing what happened, the old farmer went over to investigate. He then proceeded to dig a hole and bury the politicians. A few days later, the local sheriff came out, saw the crashed bus, and asked the old farmer, "Were they all dead?" The old farmer replied, "Well, some of them said they weren't, but you know how them politicians lie." A farmer was milking his cow. He was just starting to get a good rhythm going when a bug flew into the barn and started circling his head. Suddenly, the bug flew into the cow's ear. The farmer didn't think much about it until the bug squirted out into his bucket. It went in one ear and out the other. A retiring farmer in preparation for selling his land needed to rid his farm of animals. So he went to every house in his town. To the houses where the man is the boss, he gave a horse. To the houses where the woman is the boss, a chicken was given. He got toward the end of the street and saw a couple outside gardening. "Who's the boss around here?" he asked. "I am," said the man. "I have a black horse and a brown horse," the farmer said. "Which one would you like?" The man thought for a minute and said, "The black one." No. Get the brown one," the man's wife said. "Here's your chicken," said the farmer. A man's car stalled on a country road one morning. When the man got out to fix it, a cow came along and stopped beside him. "Your trouble is probably in the carburetor," said the cow. Startled, the man jumped back and ran down the road until he met a farmer. The amazed man told the farmer his story. "Was it a large red cow with a brown spot over the right eye?" asked the farmer. Yes, the man replied. "Oh, I wouldn't listen to Bessie," said the farmer. "She doesn't know a thing about cars." The farmer's son was returning from the market with a crate of chickens his father had entrusted to him, when all of a sudden the box fell and broke open. Chickens scurried off in different directions, but the determined boy walked all over the neighborhood, scooping up the wayward birds and returning them to the repaired crate. Hoping he had found them all, the boy reluctantly returned home, expecting the worst. "Pa, the chickens got lost," the boy confessed sadly. "But I managed to find all 12 of them." "Well, you did real good, son," the farmer beamed. "You left with 7. A man is driving down a country road when he spots a farmer standing in the middle of a huge field of grass. He pulls the car over to the side of the road and notices that the farmer is just standing there, doing nothing, looking at nothing. The man gets out of the car, walks all the way out to the farmer, and asks him, "Excuse me, mister, but what are you doing?" The farmer replies, "I'm trying to win a Nobel Prize." "How?" asks the man, puzzled. "Well, I heard they give the Nobel Prize to people who are outstanding in their field." Little Johnny says to his mother, "Mommy, I have to go and tinkle." The mother replies back, "Would you like Mommy to take you?" Little Johnny says, "No, let Grandma. Her hand shakes." An aged farmer and his wife were leaning against the edge of their pig pen when the old woman wishfully recalled that the next week would mark their golden wedding anniversary. "Let's have a party, Homer," she suggested. "Let's kill a pig." The farmer scratched his grizzled head. "Gee, Ethel," he finally answered, "I don't see why the pig should take the blame for something that happened 50 years ago." A farmer and his brand new bride were riding home from a chapel in a wagon pulled by a team of horses. When the older horse stumbled, the farmer said, "That's once." A little further along, the poor old horse stumbled again. The farmer said, "That's twice." After a little, while the poor old horse stumbled again, the farmer didn't say anything, but reached under the seat, pulled out a shotgun, and shot the horse. His brand new bride yelled, telling him, "That was an awful thing to do." The farmer said, "That's once."